What's up, guys? Grey Wolf here from Grey Wolf Construction, and today I've got a great surprise for you. We've got everyone from the Discord here, everyone that matters at least, those who've joined us. Miller, Mato, Overseek, Kevin, Bernard, and Prime Hat. We're going to run 3 contracts today. We're going to do them really, really fast. We've got a big one here at Consite 1, a mediocre size at Consite 2, and then a decent size at Consite 3. So how you guys doing today?
Good.
Good?
Good.
Bernard, Prime Hat, Overseek, Mato.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right. So Miller and Prime Hat, Bernard are excavator operators. Overseek, Mato, I believe Mato's definitely a crane operator. Overseek, Bernard, of course, doing the truck driving as well. Kevin's going to be our dropout. Okay, he's going to disconnect periodically throughout the game. We feel sorry for him. Please, if you could, send donations and get a Wi-Fi server out to him. Miller is our professional excavator operator, and today I also want to discuss the new construction game. So if you guys have any ideas, any suggestions, any questions, leave them in the comments below, and let's get started.
All right, let's get this hole dug.
I'll be jumping in between the con sites to check on everyone and see how they're doing, and just give you guys a general idea of the construction chaos that's about to unfold. As you can see, we've already got the material loaded up for all the sites, and every site has concrete, so we'll be pouring concrete on all the sites. So someone was asking, I think it was Miller, they were asking if we're going to have an American setting in the new construction game.
Yeah, I like the trucks.
Yeah, me too. I believe we'll have... I believe it'll be a European setting, but I think that we'll also have the American vehicles. I kind of miss the Longhorn or the long haulers, to be honest.
Yeah, I really wish they would give us 2 maps.
I would like that too. I think I brought that up during one of their live stream discussions, and I was trying to use an example of using the CS2 map, and they're like, well, that's kind of lazy. Like, we're not going to just recycle a map. So they might possibly do that, but I know they won't recycle like an old map for that reason.
Technically, it wouldn't be an old map, though. Truck's fine there.
I mean, if they update the graphics a little, and then you're not paying for it extra, it's just an extra they're giving you. I mean, what's
Right.
lazy about that?
Right.
It's just a benefit.
And I think some players wouldn't mind, you know, going back to those maps and running it again,
not.
especially with online.
Well, the big thing is those maps were technically not part of a construction sim for PC, so I don't see where reusing that map would hurt anybody.
I just liked how expansive it was. It was so open, and there's a lot of room for add-ons, you know, especially that desert map. There's so much room out there for something to be built out there.
Yeah, it did have a lot of space. My big thing that I'd love to see them add is usable silos at your garage.
Oh, not again.
Yeah, I would like to see that too, or the ability to excavate at the gravel plants as well, because I do miss being able to go to the gravel plant and manually load the soil that you needed.
That would be nice.
Let's see what's going on in Consite 3 over here. Good. Currently,
Right, that's 8.
Miller's already got his excavation going here. There is an excavator open at Consite 1 if someone wants to jump into it.
I'm not.
I'm just looking at this beautiful dig job right here.
I'll jump in it and then it'll be like, right, dig, 1 scoop, crash. Okay.
One thing I really would like to see them do is update the earthwork physics.
Yes. I think all of us would
was
agree
just-
for that.
I do think they're better on the phone versions.
Well, yeah, the foam 2 was good. I never got 3.
It's the same.
Um,
It's the same, if not a little bit better. I think maybe tweaked a tiny bit, but it's the same. It's 2.
just cab views, and those are nice.
The only
Yeah.
thing that the only issue I really had with 2 is I didn't like the way the camera system worked. It was just really weird on the phones.
How
It's
do you mean?
better in 3 because they put like a boom cam now and the cab view, so
Well, yeah.
The
Well,
cab
like,
view is awesome.
the cab, there was no cab view, and you just kind of had a third-person view while you're trying to dig. You're
Yeah.
trying to do any precise digging from a third-person view like that.
yeah.
Like I said, right now I'm operating from, the cab of my truck. And actually, heck, I can stream that to the Discord so you can actually use that if you have it set up right.
Yeah, how do I do a multi-screen
I'm
stream?
not exactly sure how that would work for you, but I know you could actually, as long as you have it set properly, you can actually pull. I have a couple buddies that know how to do that. If you would like, I could probably get you in touch with 1 or 2 of them.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm always looking to upgrade the stream, and for the future, when the new game comes out, of course. Right now, this is like preliminary. This is very archaic. I don't even have a good webcam, to be honest. Like, I'm just running a basic 720p webcam. And it was really the only thing that was available during COVID because everything was sold out.
Oh, definitely, I understand that.
All right, so I'm still continuing digging on con site 2, I believe that is. So whoever's excavating over there. Did we have someone take over an excavator at con site 1?
No, not at
Still
the
sitting
moment.
there? Okay. Let's just run down here and see what's going on. Wow, excellent job here. Looking very good, Prime Hat. What we got here? Let's move this crane. Yeah, I like how easy the digging physics is in CS2, CS3. What I don't like is that you don't have a level of realism with it. It seems too easy for me, at least. When I'm used to CS15, how you can actually scrape the sides and do real clean cuts. And CS2, CS3, it's just put the bucket in the soil and scoop.
Well, part of that also comes down to the power limitation of, you're talking a phone, not a PC. And I think we won't have all of that, because we're not going to have to worry about that. Towards, yeah, you got to worry about different hardware for PC, but you're not worried about, just the variety of phones.
Yeah.
Either Intel, you either have the specs to run the game or you don't have the specs. And it's, you have to either be at those specs or not. Unfortunate. That's just the way the gaming industry is.
Well, I wonder how they'll expand on the digging physics that they've created for CS2 and CS3, and give some resemblance of realism for the new PC version.
Yeah, I still got a bone to pick with this one, just because, like, just now, my bucket got stuck in the sidewall, and then I couldn't get it to come out other than to move out of the line, which is where it forced it. And so now I got an ugly dig wall.
Well, yeah, this game is far from perfect. But like I said, I'm really hoping we'll see some nice additions. And, we'll go from there.
Let's see. You mean pull forward? Yeah. All right. That's better. Okay.
Typically, you face the other way so you can see me in the cab, but it's all good.
Ah, okay. Yeah, we'll have to run through that when we do that video. We'll definitely have to teach players who aren't familiar how to be a proper excavator and half-pipe duo. Let's run down to Consite 1 and see what's going on there.
Finger.
Let's see, what else? So Mato here is operating the crane. He does such a great job loading the trailers. It's like a masterpiece. It's like the Michelangelo of crane operators. And we've got the tandem excavators over here doing their work. Now, I think one thing that bothers the excavator operators, or at least the very professional operators in this game with the digging physics, is the stalagmites or the stalactites that stand at the bottom of the soil.
They're
And
easy to get rid of.
they are easy to get rid of, but I think if you're not like Jacob, if you're not like Miller, or other players, I'm not sure their names, but they dig so precisely, so clean that you never ever see them.
Well, yeah, the hard part is making sure or trying to prevent them from forming.
Yeah.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That's the problem.
Should I get a couple more half pipe trucks for this site? I think I'm going to.
Another one might just work.
Because if we drive 2 away, I want to be able to put 2 more back. So we might be doing a lot of driving.
Whenever I dig it.
Oh, I ran out of space. What were you saying, Prime Hat?
My site keeps, or the dig site I'm doing keeps wanting to fight me.
Oh no. Yeah, when we talk about like digging physics and you guys having a problem with CS15s, I can understand because
Whoops.
based on these incidences here, why it's frustrating and why you like CS2 and CS3's digging physics. Let's,
I like the D8.
Oh man, you know, in CS2 I didn't really understand how to properly use that machine, and it wasn't until CS3 that I figured it out.
Well, that's one thing that, you know, I will give them that on the second one on 2, they really did get a lot of the physics for digging and, you know, blading correctly. Granted, they did miss the mark on backblading. You can't backblade.
Yeah,
Which does kind of hurt.
They did mention that, and I think this was in one of their live streams that we were doing with them. They did mention that you could put the blade down and drag backwards to try to flatten the soil out, but it's not the same backblading that you'd think it would be.
Yeah.
Backblading's for amateurs anyway.
Oh.
Oh, well, not really.
Uh-oh.
It depends on what you're doing.
It depends on your state, honestly. I've heard on the East Coast a lot of jobs want you to back drag to take it off for the rollers. But
You just
over
keep
here,
digging.
we'll just make fun of you.
My excavator went backwards on me for some reason.
Yeah, I seen that. I wasn't sure what was going on there.
Just, that's why I keep having a problem. It didn't want to dig.
Oh, that's annoying. I'm sorry to hear that, man.
It said we had to clear the site.
Yeah, you guys can keep digging, but I asked if I wanted to continue, and I was like, I thought that duplex was where Prime Hat was, and I seen him like moonwalking, and I was like, okay, let's stop that.
Good timing, Gray.
Yeah, but it picked the wrong one, so. All right, we
Okay.
got to take these half pipe trucks to the gravel plant and get them unloaded for Miller here. See like how clean this is right here? I got to just show the stream real quick.
Don't do that. My fucking edge wall is awful.
Don't worry. Don't worry. But
they're
we'll look
all
at
off. Don't worry.
Oh
we'll look
my
at this right
God.
here. Like, look at how clean this is. There's no stalagmites, no stalactites, I should say. He's doing a great job, like backhoeing backwards. It just looks beautiful. I mean, sure, this wall right here is not looking so good, but that's okay
No.
because, you know, that's okay. It'll get filled in anyways when we start putting a foundation in. Okay.
Realistically, you'd slope that because you don't want guys down there and it caves in on them.
Oh, we
Yes,
got
he is
Dominic
correct.
joining.
Well, actually, it all depends on how they're doing it too, though.
Hey, how's it going, Christian?
Well, I guess if somebody doesn't have to go down there for rebar.
Well, yeah.
What do they call that? Bank pouring, where they just pour it against the bank of the ditch? Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. I think that's what that's called. I drive semi for a profession. I don't do construction. That's why I play games where I can actually do it.
Yeah, I would personally. I would enjoy doing like excavation. operating heavy equipment, or
Who else tried to join the game?
Dominic.
Ah, right. Well, then it means it's full, so...
Did
Dominic.
anyone needs to join?
I don't know.
I crashed and I was
Dominic
trying
is
to
here.
rejoin.
Let's just check real quick and see. Dominic. Who's fan lover?
No idea.
Waka Waka.
Waka Waka. Is that Dominic?
I'm Dominic.
You're Dominic.
Dipro.
Okay. Well, we
Dipro is
got
my nickname in the internet.
Okay. We have a very popular game going on here. I did not realize this. I was looking to just do a quick game, maybe 4 people join, but then next thing you know, got a full game going, and not even enough room for everyone to join.
Well, given my issues, I'll stay in the voice chat, but I'll just play my career mode.
All right. Yeah, Kevin unfortunately got reset to level 0 because of one of his crashes, guys. So if we could, we should.
So
Well,
the easy way to get money back is there's one. It's the excavator one. Gives you $1 million per every time completion. There's also another one that'll move you to max level, but you can only do it if you're at the base level.
Huh.
Well, actually, what it did was reset the XP counter and the money that I have. So it's because I still have my not level 19, level 20 contracts, and I still have all my vehicles. It's just the XP counter that's reset, and then the money, and then Shadow kindly sent a bit over to me. So yeah, it's just a glitch from all the reconnections. That's what's happened.
Okay, so where's our second excavator going from Site 1 here?
Good question.
You guys can continue digging at Site 1 if you please. But then whenever you're finished, or at least whenever we're ready to start the next phase, you guys can exit the area. Is it asking to remove the bricks as well from Con Site 1? Because I noticed Mato was stacking the bricks there.
No, it
Ah,
wasn't
looks like we're
asking for the bricks.
Okay.
If that's one good
wants
thing,
to
it
clear
doesn't
out, we'll
ask
clear
me
it out.
to remove.
If you want to move us on to the next project.
Looks like Con Site 2, is it? Just finished the excavation there. So we'll almost be finished with that one, of course. Great. Pour the concrete. So Prime Hat is getting Con Site 2 cleaned up. 4 large bricks clay for, which one's that? Con Site 1?
On Site 1.
Alright, perfect. I keep the excavators on site for Con Site 1 because I believe there's more excavation at the end of the contract, so at least one of those excavators stays on site. I'm going to pull this half pipe truck out of the side of the road here, so we get all the half pipes here. After we dump them, we can all drive them back together. Let's see, where's the other half pipe? Oh, that's the one I just got out of. Half pipe. Alright, perfect. Con Site 1's coming along very nicely. We've already got the brick foundation in here. We just got to drop some bricks on the inside of the of these walls. Hey Mato, can you see me?
Yep.
Okay, this is where the bricks got to go, right here. I'll guide you in. How's Con Site 2 doing? Four large bricks clay. Do you guys ever get confused on what's actually needed? Like, say it needs
Yes.
4 large bricks clay, but they all look the same. I noticed on CS3, if you like long
Yeah,
press
which
on the
ones are
material, it'll tell you what it is.
Which
And
ones are which here?
I think the black ones are roof tiles. I just don't know. It's because some of them look the same and they don't have a name icon on them.
So what I can do now?
Yeah, right here. All right, bring it down. It's too bad they don't have emotes. You know, that'd be cool. An emote for your characters, like different emotes. So you could have one where the guy's like doing this, like, you know, bring it down, or just waving, traffic guiding.
There's another one for you.
All right, perfect.
See, that's why I like excavators. They can do a little bit of everything.
I would like them to do that with the wheel loaders as well. In CS3, I manually load the wheel loaders with material so that I can haul the material around to the sites. But I wish that you could use like a hook attachments on the back of the buckets to like haul pipes or bricks, or even put material into the bucket and carry it to the site.
Win 3, you can do all that. Right?
Yeah,
Okay, so what, we need one, 2 more brick, is that correct?
2 more.
Yep.
I think the large clay. Yeah, large clay.
See, I don't know if I can reach down there.
I think you can. You got a 36, right? Yeah, you should be able to. Just be careful of that brick wall, man. We just put that foundation there. Get your 35 tons crushing that wall.
Who just brought a Traco to 3?
I'm not sure. That could be Bernard, or not Bernard, Dominic.
No, I'm right here.
Is that you? When I said I'm right here, is that who it is?
No, I'm here at 1.
No, I think it's Dominic.
Dominic, I don't need another hoe in here, I just need a truck.
Alright, I gotta clear the area. Let's see what's going on at Consite 2. Prime Hat and Overseek are pouring concrete for Consite 2.
Alright,
I'll become a truck driver for a second.
there you go. So who's pouring?
We've got Prime Hat and Overseek over here at Consite 2 pouring the concrete. Did we forget to put a staircase in this building? Guys, we got a problem here. Oh, hold on. There is a staircase, but it's very well hidden. Alright. We'll have to talk to the architect about this floor plan.
Hey, we just build the sucker. We don't do any of that.
Alright, perfect. Let's see how Consite 3 is going. Let's get out of this maze of a building.
Alright, so now
That's
we need
good, Dominic.
we need to
Thanks.
pour concrete. So who's gonna operate the pumper? I don't
I
care.
can't. I'm done with mine.
What? Well, no, I'm still,
Boom.
we're over. Ooh, nice. Site
you
1,
go.
I think we have one already over here.
They want me said. Site 1 and 2 now since.
Well, I just want to imagine. I can operate the pump. It's not a problem. So I just don't know if we need somebody else that was doing it.
Oh, what is this? Can we just take a moment to notice and recognize game here? Look at this guy. Balancing his tracks over this trench. Wow. That is some pro stuff there, Miller.
That's normal just to pass your test.
If Miller's talking, I can't hear him for some reason.
Got Dom here digging as well. Let's go back to Consite 1, see how it's going over there.
All right, you got concrete.
Wait.
Gorgeous. Did one of these sites need soil?
Mm,
That's what they need in the new one is cut to fill. Like we need to dig the hole here, but then there needs to be like a slope on the back side of the house that you need to fill
Yeah,
in.
that
with
would be
dozer.
nice.
So you dump the dirt on site and then push it in.
Well, that's what I was saying earlier. It'd be nice if we could actually store the materials such as dirt and stone or whatever, whatever they're going to have for us at our yard. Like we have the bins for it. That's what they're actually used for, storing certain construction materials. But we can't even do that.
I think I get what you're saying, Miller. You know, in CS14, there were some jobs where you would excavate the foundation, you'd build the house up, and then towards the end of the job, it would have you bring soil to the con site and dump it into the foundation's holes, like the slopes around the foundation. But they, of course, didn't have bulldozers then, so I'm not sure if I ever seen that in CS2 or CS3 contracts. But if they do, and I'll have to look at it when I do some contracts in that game again, if they have it where you... I don't think they do. I really don't think they do. But if they have it where you put soil to fill the edges of the foundation, I will definitely use a bulldozer to push that stuff in.
Well, yeah. Well, there's
And this is
there's dozer, there's the front end loader. Right now, like in 15, front end loaders are completely useless.
Yeah, they're only useful at the gravel plant if you're manually loading soil, and if you're careful, you can use them on the construction site to pick up soil that's left on the ground, but only if you're careful, because one mess up and that whole construction site's screwed.
Oof.
All right, what's going on here?
Oh,
Let's see what this is.
Well,
It's one. Okay.
I think he was trying to cross his hole like I did,
Oh no.
and it didn't go well.
Okay. Let's do that. There we go. Okay. So we need to take some of these half pipe trucks. Are you able to get out? Do you need a reset?
Probably have to reset, but that's
All right.
Yeah, someone should actually call the police and EMS center. We got a vehicle that's just rolled over on its roof over here. No, nobody seems concerned about it. We're
Where,
here
at Con
at
Site 1?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no, what happened?
Well, it's not one of ours. It's a civilian vehicle. Looks like they just rolled over.
Oh no.
So I said we needed police and EMS out here.
Oh no, the
Okay.
crane out there is hard. I can't reset it.
Let me see. I'm gonna try to reset you right now.
Yeah, I
Did it
can't
work?
reset because the crane's there.
Oh, okay.
Move.
Try again.
Dominic's trying to bail it out.
Sorry if I went quiet,
Hey,
folks. I had to help my brother or sort his laptop out.
Oh, no problem.
You're fine. Do what you gotta do. Nah, like I said, I'm really hoping we get an American map, or I wouldn't even mind 2 maps. An American, European. This way they can keep the manned vehicles. They can also bring in the American equipment. I really want to have major road, not what we had in 2 and 3 for road work, but I want major road work.
Okay.
We got it
rip out a section of highway and rip it down to base and start over again, put new substrate and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, there's a lot of construction going on down here in Florida on the highway. I mean, 595 and 95 both have just miles of construction going on. New bridges being built, new highway overpasses being built, and that kind of stuff just turns me on. That construction porn is so good. When I'm driving on the road, it is hard for me not to just go like this and watch these big Deere 330 excavators and Volvo half pipe trucks and.
Well, no, you're talking the articulated.
Oh, the articulated, the big excavators they have there, the big wheel loaders they have there, the
I'm talking the
huge
dump track.
LR 1120 cranes. Like they just have these huge cranes everywhere. I would love to see that kind of roadworks as well. And in CS2, when they had the property extensions that they would do, that was as close to what I imagined for roadworks as you
Yeah.
could get.
That's why I said I would
that's a
really
legal
love to
park.
see some major roadworks.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Over here in the UK, they still actually have some roadworks on motorways that they've not completed, and they've been around since I was a kid.
Oh, you have that everywhere. There are stretches of road. I started driving over 10 years ago now. There are still stretches of road up here in the Northeast that they have been working on for as long as I've been driving truck.
Yeah.
And we're talking major highways. In my state right now, Pennsylvania, they're in the not even in the middle. They're only the third year into a 10-year highway project. They're rebuilding the one stretch of road. And they've already said it's going to
I'm
take 10
gonna give up
years
on that
to do
one.
it.
Crane operator at Site 1.
Crane operator at Site 1.
I think.
How it going
well,
on side 1?
Well, Prime, aren't you Crane? If not,
No, Mado's craning as well.
Oh, Mado. Okay, Mado.
Yeah.
We are
Eight
digging
miles per hour.
Miller right now.
Yeah, we just finished up.
By the way, I saved the Miller from that hole by the excavator.
Let's get these half pipe trucks to the gravel plant as well.
We need any fill for any of these orders or not?
I think one of those sites do need fill,
Then
and
we might as well just hold till we're ready to wrap up, and then at that point we don't need it, we can dump it then.
all right, fair enough.
At least that's what I would do.
As of right now, just
A
check
little bit
no
more, a
site
little more,
needs
a little
fill.
more. Bring it down. You're good.
Miller, did you need move that half pipe truck from this position, or it can stay here like this?
I don't know that you can get it out. You kind of
Yeah, I
parked
think
it in
you're.
the hole there.
I was gonna
I
say
can get it out.
the way
Watch.
you guys were setting that up,
Watch.
I'm like, oh, that doesn't look so good.
Watch.
No,
Doesn't look good
no,
at
it
all.
doesn't. No.
Easy,
I was like, is
easy.
he digging behind it too? I was like, oh, that's not good.
Keep coming. Keep coming. A little bit more. A little bit
See,
more.
this would be like
You're
perfect for like an emote to just like drop it, hold, or
Yep.
you know, this way. Like emotes would be great. I don't think that they're gonna be able to put that in the game, but that's definitely something we could put down for like a future game.
The game is having difficulties.
You could do an emote wheel with basic construction signals like
Exactly.
Up,
Yep.
down, left,
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
That would be actually very easy. All right.
Yep.
Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Bring her down. Bring her down.
Now I know a
Keep
lot of us have
keep
always
coming.
wanted
Hold and
like
set down.
hard mode or hardcore mode or something like
No
that.
teleports.
What just happened? I'm in with the trucks underground.
The
I backed in the ground with the excavator.
with SnowRunner, I'm seeing that this is something that they're trying to do in Phase 4 is some kind of a hard mode where.
Yeah, that don't even get me
So
started on
I
that.
think
that has me so aggravated.
I think
Keep
what
coming,
we'll
keep
see
coming.
is we'll
Little
see
more,
with
little
the
more.
new construction
coming
game
down.
is a possibility for
Keep
a
coming,
hard
keep
mode.
coming. Good. Stop. Sit it down. All right. Let's get
Perfect.
clear.
I would also like if running was not a default move, walking was a default move, and then you'd have to hold a button to run. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure, maybe.
Because I feel like the running is fine because we're moving with a pace, but if I want to, how do I walk actually? Because I'm using keyboard. Does anyone know how to just walk? Or I press here. Shift.
I
Shift.
use
Okay.
an
Press and
Right.
hold shift.
Damn it, dude. You trying to get back into? Damn it.
Oh, sorry. I'm just running around back here trying to figure out how to walk.
You ran right in the back of my truck. Almost creamed you.
All right. Container needs to be picked up.
Thank God
One
that's
foot.
over.
one fun thing to see for this game would be a fuel system, like
Yes.
having to refill your
Yes.
vehicles.
And I
then
think,
what do you do if you get stuck?
we'll bring a fuel
With no
truck.
fuel.
Bring a fuel truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you have concrete flowing.
So if I had one bone to pick, and this is something that wasn't in 15 until a patch.
Uh-huh.
It used to be that when your bucket was in the ground, you could still switch to tracks and drive around.
Really?
And now you can't do that anymore. So what I used to do is, like, I used to take the Mini and load it on that beginner flatbed. I could drive up and put it on the bed of the flatbed with the doors down.
Ah,
And
okay.
haul it around. Because I could put the bucket on the ground, pick myself up, crawl up on the truck, spin around, lift up the back, and, you know, fully sit on the flatbed. And then at one point they took it, now you can't switch to tracks if your bucket's in the ground. And that's something that they changed. They didn't used to do that to you. I'd like to see that put back. I don't know if anybody else ever did it.
I've seen people do that on the mobile game. I've seen people do it on this PC version,
Yeah,
and I've always
used to be
been
able to
like
do it, but
shocked,
it's-
like how people were able to do that.
Well, yeah, that was before they patched it a while back
Yeah,
and removed the ability. You can't do that anymore.
Yeah, and I hate that. I don't know why
Let's
they
see.
did that. It totally ruined it for me.
Dominic, hold fast. We need to get a concrete pump there first.
Yeah, we have at site 1. It's in use.
We got
One's
2 of them
like
over
2.
here.
Okay.
I'm gonna join Mato real quick.
Yeah, we're almost done here. We're gonna need Mato here to load the last bit of material up, I believe, shortly.
Yeah, he's let's see, Miller and Dominic are going to be doing the concrete pumping over here at Consite 2. Did we get the container? Yeah, that's done already. Okay, perfect. I wonder if we'll see we'll probably won't see this, but I wonder if we'll see animations for exiting and entering vehicles.
Would be nice, but I really don't feel it's that game breaking, to be honest.
No, I don't think so either. That's why I don't know if they'll actually do it. But it would be nice to see like an
Yeah, it would be
animation
nice. Well,
instead of me just like dropping out.
Well, like I said, it'd be really nice to see. You know, I really want some major roadworks, to where it's not just.
Gerwolf,
You know,
I will buy 1 more container, so the container truck will be ready. Okay.
Okay.
because just unfortunately the way the roadwork system is for 2, I don't know if it got any more advanced in 3, but even in 2 they just were kind of short. It was you mill the pavement, and even then it wasn't like, hey, you're only going to mill half of the lane. No, you're milling the whole section, and it was like, well, where's the variety? It's all it is the same stuff. And then you sit there, you mill it, you sit there, you pave it, and then you sit there, you run it over with the steamroller.
Compactor, yeah.
And it's like, and that's all you did with it. It was like, well, what about going down to the base and having to actually rebuild a section of road? Because that's, because you have issues with integrity to where you have to go back to, to the base to start over.
I know
and,
in
there's none of that.
I know people were excited for roadworks in CS2, and some people still enjoy it. There was an update for CS2, and I know it's in CS3, where they kind of made roadworks a little more. They gave roadworks a little more depth, where you would have to replace like a broken pipe. So you would go to the road, and the road would be collapsed in on one side, and you would have to remove the broken concrete, the broken road, remove the broken pipes, put new pipes in the ground, fill that with gravel or sand or soil or whatever was required, put gravel over top of that, compact that, and then put the asphalt strip and then compact it. So they did add a little bit more depth to the roadworks in CS3, and I'm pretty sure it's in CS2 as well, with an update. But I would like to see full-blown roadworks where you're building it, well, kind of like the property extensions, where you start with a patch of grass and you dredge it out, you cut it down, and then you put the pipes in and put the asphalt. I want to see that on a major scale.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm getting at. You know, I want to see, you know, major stuff done, not just, you know, hey, here you go.
Yeah, I think we will see that in the new PC console version, at least an updated version of what they already have. And if not right away, I'm sure something as an update or a DLC later.
All right, bring it down. You're good.
I think they need to start making projects that are like multi-stage. Like you have a pipeline where, say, it's about 200 foot of pipeline section, and then the next project is the next 200 feet, and then the third project is the next 200 feet. So you have 600 feet total of pipeline you're putting in, and that's pretty small. But what you do is you bring in, like, the dozer is the first section on each one, right? And you wipe the trees, and you clear the ground and level it.
Yeah, you
For
clear
the right of way, and then you just leave all the dirt piled on one side of the right of way, and then you go to the next phase with the dozer, and then that first job will then move over to the traco phase where he will dig the ditch, and then the dozer moves on to the third phase to clear. The traco moves on to the second to dig the ditch, and then a second traco comes in to set all the pipe, and then you take the dozer back to the first phase and start covering it. And and you just repeat that until you've covered all three phases. And you do a pipeline job. It's actually 3 jobs, but you've done the whole section in phases. That way the dozer didn't go anywhere. It just kept moving to the next part of the job, which is technically 3 separate jobs.
And that way you can kind of stage an entire construction site and just have it always staged and ready to go.
Well, but it's also, I mean, you do pipeline, like the dozer's ahead, and he clears and gets it to grade for your right-of-ways. The traco that's digging it, the mainline hoe, is doing all the production digging to get it down. And then the other crew comes in with the traco to put in the pipe. Normally they backfill and all that, but for the sake of the game, we'll just let the dozer get to the end and then come back and then cover it all again. So you need like a 210, or you need like what? The small Liebherr traco for setting pipe, the big one to dig the ditch, and a D8 for pushing. And that would be like your whole process.
Okay.
I will gonna move the big excavator at site 2 on the trailer because we don't need it here anymore.
Oh yeah, you can load those things up and start taking them away.
I hope I won't get back like a week ago in that house.
That's one thing I really would like to see. This, you know, it's a shame that this game never got an actual backhoe.
Yeah, we'll be excited to see the backhoe. I was
they're
glad to see that in CS2.
This thing is nice, but they're just too big.
The backhoe beats the Mini X big time too, because it's just so nice.
Only with that excavator from that trial because it's too wide.
Are you trying to load it on the orange trailer? Because the 956 goes onto the red trailer, not the orange trailer.
I'm trying to load it on the red trailer and it's kinda harder.
Let me help.
Yeah, I was having trouble with that as well.
Slowly.
But I keep messing up my track buttons. Keep getting them switched.
Like, I almost have it. I just need it very slowly. Don't now turn.
So, Miller, with your suggestion or your desire for the new game, we should be able to see something like that because in CS3, if you're familiar, we've had advanced construction.
Oh yeah, you could do it in this one. It would just, like I said, be 3 different jobs. So all 3 of your jobs would be taken up doing one big job.
Mm-hmm.
It's just each job, because you'd have to set it in phases. So like job 1 is on phase, dig the ditch. Job 2 is on phase clear for the right of way, and job 3 hasn't been touched yet. But once they move forward, it would just, and then everybody fills in behind them working until each job is complete.
Yeah.
It's kind of like an assembly line thing, but that's how you would do the pipeline.
That'd be pretty cool too,
you
actually.
Could do big storm drain like that. You could even cross roads and tear up stuff and block roads and.
What did you think about advanced construction in CS3?
It got a lot better. There's a lot of cool stuff. I thought in this game when they brought in the drilling thing, I thought that was really neat.
Okay, I'm taking the excavator to the home base.
All right.
Draven, you are here, no? Just...
Watching Mato do his magic here. His crane work.
Oh, I'm driving that way. It's another way. Okay, reversing. I can't turn here.
Yeah, take that to the home base. Actually, is that secured? Hang on, Dominic. Hang on, before you go
I
anywhere.
want to lower the boom too.
Yeah, I was just gonna do that.
It's not attached.
Yeah, I attached it.
I detached it just now,
Okay.
just to get this arm.
Yes, I see. If,
Overseek,
yeah.
hold on.
All right.
Let me fix that real
I
quick. The excavator,
forgot
the excavator about
to
to go
drop
sign.
that arm down.
Okay. She
I might
attached.
be with that arm the
Okay.
right traffic.
It would be nice to help other players if you
You're
could
good to
get
go.
it on the trailer into a pretty good spot, and then when you locked it down, if it would just snap to a good loading, like a good haul position for them, so that maybe if they didn't quite get it perfect, it's okay. It'll just kind of put it, you know,
Yeah.
in a perfect. That would probably help a lot of newer players.
Kind of like the mobile game, where once you load it and you
Snapping
just
that
lock
one?
it in, it just automatically locks it into the right spot. The only problem is you
Yeah,
have less
that would-
freedom to move the boom arm the way you should, the way you need to.
Well, I just mean it only happens when you chain it down, just like this one. So as soon as you unchain it, you'd be able to do whatever again.
Oh,
All right,
that was big one.
site, I take it construction site 2, we're clear to move this back. Are we done digging?
Yeah. I think.
Yeah, I think Consite, is that Consite 1?
Yeah, 1.
Consite 1 I think is finished here. Let me,
Okay, well, let me get the excavator in the pipe.
It's finished.
Alright,
Just
I'll get
clear
the,
the
half-pipe
truck,
truck.
away from the site
I'll
so we
grab
can
the
start
half-pipe
new.
truck here.
Did you have some big or bigger job what you can start about?
There's still a little bit of soil here. About 2 more meters you can fill it up, Bernard. Should be able to back up and get that cleaned up. And then we'll have the other half-pipe trucks full. And we'll take them all to the gravel plant.
Yeah, I'm almost at home base with that excavator, so I can after that move another.
Okay.
Right.
I know there's some other trucks that need to be taken back as well. Miller, can you open your hatch?
As soon as I figure out what button that is.
I think it's Y.
E. Dash E. Press
There we
E.
go.
That good?
Remember, I'm using an Xbox controller, so I like it because you can incrementally walk, you know, using it, and then I have 2 joysticks for running the track though.
Oh, nice.
That's exactly how I'm running a 360 control.
Yeah, it's just a lot easier to play this game with an Xbox remote.
So you use the Xbox remote and then the joysticks. Do you use a wheel as well, or do you just stick with the joysticks and the Xbox
No, I
remote?
just use the controller. Controller's fine.
I have just mouse and keyboard. That's all I need.
Yeah, I use the
Easy.
mouse and keyboard. I used to use the Xbox 360 or the Xbox One controller, and I found that
Okay, I'm
sometimes
here.
some of the buttons were like multi-use. So while I was lowering the ramps, you'd hear the horn honking the whole time. It just drove me crazy.
Okay, I will just check all the trucks.
All right, Gray, you
Yeah,
want to get
I'm
this
move.
truck out of here? I think we're
Let's see,
should we
con
fill?
site.
One.
All right.
Is that all full
Consite
now?
111. Wow.
111.
I'm here. So
There's a couple of
What?
concrete mixers we can take back too, Dominic.
I'm gonna
If
go
you see the
fill-
concrete
I
mixers that
will
are being
prepare
used.
the loading the excavator on the truck.
There's one more scoop you can put in this, Bernard. Got 0.8 meters left. Dominic, hold on, because we're gonna load that 936 on that trailer, okay, buddy?
Okay. Oh,
I'm struggling to figure out what moves this part of the concrete truck.
Q and E for the what's it?
Well, I think he's at the
Shoot.
remote.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out on the remote. It's the last part of the concrete truck. What moves that last tip?
X?
Maybe that
It's
bunker
X or
is-
A.
Go, go,
Space
off.
on X button.
Matto, I think you can't turn here.
Like I can turn it on with
Yeah,
X.
thinking that too.
Press A to drop
Wait,
the
I will
pipe.
move that. I will move it. Wait.
All right,
So we
where are
can
we
do-
loading this onto?
Wait, Matto. I'm
This
Yeah,
low
right.
boy over here. Let's just turn this down real quick. Where is...
Miller, after you will finish the bunkering, I will move the pump out of the way.
I don't know who parked this in the bushes here. So they're trying to camouflage it.
Camouflage.
Let's see how things are going over here. Consite 1. The new Consite 1.
Did we need to move the...
I'll let somebody else.
I'll do the concrete pump.
I can't figure out how to unfold that last tip with my
Wait,
remote.
I will come too. Wait.
Oh, it seems to be backwards. Maybe that's what was going on.
Oh, see, I never used the thing.
Oh, that's okay. I remember in Construction Simulator 2014 for the mobile, the first time using the concrete pump, I had such a hard time. And even excavating for the first time was hard. And I remember almost like completely giving up and saying screw it, but I was like, no, you know, I paid I think 99 cents or $1.99, and I was like, just figure it out. Like, there's got to be a trick to it, and eventually figured it out. And from that point on, I was like, okay, well, I'm pretty good at this shit, so I'm just gonna do it all the time now. All right, let's see.
Did we need to move the half-pipe trucks somewhere, or one?
Get the half-pipe trucks in a row. I think there's 2 more. Bring them so that we can take all 4 of them at the same time to the gravel plant together.
But from where? Where?
Meet at Consite 1 with all the half-pipe trucks, all the filled ones. And then we'll 4 of us will take the half-pipe trucks to the gravel plant together, and we will end the stream. But this Consite here is just almost finished, not exactly finished, but almost. Like we just got some bricks to put down, I think some soil. Do I have a wheel loader at the construction yard? If I have a wheel loader out at the construction yard, I'm not quite certain if I do. Load it on a trailer and take that to the gravel plant as well.
Hey, Gray, you want to back that low boy out of there? I can't get up there. There's got to be something there glitching.
I think it's the bushes. I'm actually in a concrete pump right now, so if someone could jump into the, what is that, Tractor 1?
I might be. I can get like halfway up the ramp and then it just stops dead. Won't go any further.
That's annoying.
Roadway one? What are we looking for?
I think, is it Lowboy? I think it's a tractor. Is it in a red truck? Yeah, I think it might be tractor, heavy duty tractor 1 or heavy duty tractor 2.
Overseek, we still need this crane.
I think we still need it at Consite 1.
Yeah. For bricks and something else.
Yeah.
Roof tiles.
Over here.
Oh, well, no, there's 2 there. Hey, y'all keep moving after I put them up.
Ah, you're not here. Okay. The rest of the whole base.
telling me that they need to be lowered.
The ramps need to be lowered.
It says outriggers need to be retracted, but they're up.
Press Shift E on the keyboard. Oh, you don't have a keyboard. What am I thinking? At the controller.
I
don't
have
know
it.
so
Yeah, I don't know. It's being weird.
push some button what shows you the control. Maybe that can help if you are on the control.
Now this might be a minor thing, but I really enjoyed the concrete in CS2 and CS3. For whatever reason, I liked CS15's concrete because I was used to playing CS2014 on the mobile. But then when I started playing CS2 and CS3, the concrete just looked a lot better when it was poured. It actually looked like a material instead of like a skin change. Alright.
Yeah.
All done here.
Sit there. Click on your question mark. Should tell you if you're using controller how to raise them. I think you have to hold one of the left or right bumpers.
I just lowered them because it kept telling me I needed to. I'm not sure why it wanted me to do it. But
Okay. Well, yeah, you got to move. I can't get in here because of where it's sitting. But. And now someone else is going to try.
Okay. Could you back
can't
that?
get into
Thank
the
you.
cab?
I don't know. See, that's what it does. It goes so far up and then it'll start
Wait,
glitching.
I have an idea. I will use the bucket. to get
Can't
you
do
up.
that anymore.
Wait. I might be able to...
I wonder why that was, why that happened or why that fixed. Maybe that was just a fix that accidentally happened because I also noticed some of the con sites,
Hey,
when
I
you
just
finish, they just like
put this
pop
up.
you right off the site. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah, they did something. I don't know what they did.
It just,
Oh,
it might have
whoa,
been
whoa,
something with one of the updates and it just worked its way in there somehow with the coding.
Don't move with the trucks now.
That's
we're
not.
not moving
That's
the truck.
you.
Miller, stop driving.
He's not listening.
Nice. I'll just get this down. Miller, try put the ramp.
Okay, get out. Fold your ramps and get it out of here.
Very nice. That's all. Just, I will take the mixer, and you can take the off-bike truck.
I think we're almost done here as well. Gorgeous.
Get it up.
Got 3 of those there. I'm gonna take this concrete pump back to the construction site or to the headquarters.
We are moving from the site to...
So, Bernard, what's a truck that you would like to see? What's a license you'd like to see?
Wait.
What was that?
What kind of license new vehicles would you like to see?
I wouldn't mind seeing them get some Freightliners.
Oh, okay. Freightliner's a good one, yeah.
They already have the Kenworths and the Max.
I love the Kenworth.
Wouldn't mind seeing them pick up
No, from here.
Volvo for American side,
Here.
because we do actually have, the American Volvo. When it comes to the semi side, I think a few of them would be nice. But other than that, I don't know.
I think those are some pretty good choices. Freightliner, especially. Volvo, I would love to see Volvo.
Well, Freightliner would be like the Western Star, their new truck they just dropped.
They're not.
4900X.
Off-bike truck.
Freightliner is white Western Star?
Yep, Freightliner owns Western Star. They've
No
owned that
doubt.
for years. Oh, that's been that way for years.
I didn't know that.
That's like John Deere and Hitachi are the same thing.
Really?
Yeah, John Deere
That's-
track hose, they're made by Hitachi. The
That's
keys are the same,
another
everything's
name
the
that I wouldn't mind seeing, but I don't think they'll ever get
Not
Deere.
all. It's
Deere is
just
very
all
hard to
in
pick
the
up.
ball.
I think they
But,
should
what-
be able to get it because they've, because Farm Sim got Deere.
Well,
John
that's
Deere.
the problem. They gotta be John Deere.
We have it.
Has to be willing to cooperate.
Well, I think because Astragon received the license from them or whatever they did, they should have no problem with that.
No, Astrogon didn't get any license for.
Oh, wait, isn't
That's
Astragon?
Giants.
Okay, that's
No.
right. Doesn't Astragon do the publishing for Farm Sim?
That doesn't give them anything though.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see if. Let's see who else we got here. Dominic. We need one more person in a half-pipe truck to follow us to the gravel site.
I'm already sitting here.
We got one more half-pipe truck over here.
How many
looking on
half-pipe
the
trucks do
home
we
base.
have?
I think I pulled out 5 or 6.
Yeah, because I'm sitting here right now getting ready to unload one.
Oh, go ahead.
We have one empty. We have one empty at base too.
Okay, and I think there's one that was emptied already at the gravel plant.
Yeah, there's one up here that was empty sitting on the side on
Okay.
the shoulder. Like I said, I would have. Yeah, I would really like to see some more. You know, the American brands brought in. And like I said, I don't mind Man. I don't mind any of these, because you do see some of these over here because they're brought over for specialty uses. But I don't know. It just. I really want to see a U.S. map, something we should have had a while ago.
All right, Mato, you gonna follow us? We're gonna take these 3 to the gravel plant. Even if we start off on like a European map, but then have the opportunity to expand our construction empire to an Americanized expansion map, that'd be cool.
Oh, like I said, or you know, they make it with 2 maps, and you know, if you want to play European, you're on the European map. You want to run American, you're on the American map.
But all equipment should be shared across both.
Yeah. That was good.
'Cause even if I go to European map, I'm still gonna buy the trucks I'm used to
Well, yeah,
seeing.
well, yeah, that's what I'm getting
Absolutely. Yeah, I would like to use the Kenworths, and I kind of miss them. You know, I got tired of them in CS2, and I was excited to play like the flat-faced man trucks in CS3. But then after playing that for a while, I was like, I miss those long haulers.
And then there's, you know, it'd be nice to get front-facing concrete trucks.
Yeah.
That would be
Oh
nice.
my God, I would love that.
What I
would
wouldn't
love that.
mind is if the actual grading or bulldozing system is more accurate. And they even said that was kind of a cheat, how they have them working.
Will they just put a hard ground underneath it and you can't go below grade, you mean?
Well, yes. See, I don't know how they have it set up, because I really never messed with them. But, you know,
Throw the blade down and just kind of go to max, and that's usually what grade is.
but
Yeah, they weren't used too much either. In CS2, you barely ever used them, and even CS3, there's only a few missions that you use them in.
I use them a lot in there, but I usually cheat most of those missions. Instead of loading the dirt, I'll just shove it off site somewhere in somebody's yard. I don't care. It's off the site. That's all I care about.
Well, that's one thing. Not one that was cement from.
So what kind of engine do you think they're going to use, Bernard?
same one they're using now.
The
I don't
Unity
see them
engine?
change them. Well,
It should be
whatever
an upgraded version.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm getting. It's not going to be a brand new engine. I don't see them switching, like, you know, going over to, you know, like if they're using Unreal, I don't see them going over to the Cry engine or whatever. They're going to use what they have.
Do that. Cry engine's awful. It's hard to work with.
Well, I'm not even just, don't even get me going. I'm just saying.
What's the
I'm just
Cry
using
engine?
it
I've
as
never
an
even heard that.
It's for games like Crisis and stuff. It's really, it used to be like really, really nice, high-end graphics and all this, but it's so difficult for developers to work with that everybody just goes to other engines, especially since Unreal engines and stuff have caught up to it in terms of
Yeah.
graphics and physics.
Yeah,
People are just like, meh. Like Star Citizen abandoned it and they went over to what, the Amazon thing, I think.
that's
Lumberyard or
that's
whatever it is?
still. I hate to tell you, Lumberyard is still the cry engine.
Like whatever. Is it Amazon engine? Is that Lumberyard?
Yes, that's Lumberyard. Yeah, but that's still the cry engine.
Version of it.
All right. That's 3 jobs.
Wow.
Well done, guys. Wait, I'm not gonna take these half pipe trucks back.
I just found one.
They're pretty good in this. I don't know how we're doing in finances. I'm actually ahead this time in finances. Typically, I'm in the red.
Yo, look in the screenshots. I found one bug maybe.
We'll have to run again sometime. I want to try to do the esports again, since we're getting a consistent multiplayer base. I want to try the esports again and refine it, figure out what we can do, and what we can carry over to the next game, and establish an esports in the next game. But it's going to take us practicing on this game certain ideas to see if we can even make it possible. How to make it competitive, how to make it streamlined, how to make it exciting, and how to make it easy for us to do without causing too much complication. The last time we tried playing an esports thing, we did the excavator challenges, we did the forklift challenges. We tried doing the wheel loader loading race, but that doesn't work at the gravel plant, unfortunately. So we'll have to see. And also, since we're getting enough people for 8-player game, we could try to do 2 con sites of the same job next to each other and have 2 teams of 4 racing against the clock to finish the job site before the other team does.
Really want to do it, something like that in this old engine. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm not saying that we're going to establish it in
don't-
this engine. I just want to see how it's
Yeah,
going to work.
I would sit there and hold off on anything because.
If we,
Well, we did the forklifting loading challenge, and that worked really
yes,
well. And it's,
but you're also talking about something that this version does rather well. In actual construction, there are so many things that can go wrong.
Yeah.
Ray, come on, y'all. Excavators flying off because, and you've seen it. You've seen it.
well, we had
before.
one game where we did the excavator challenge. I still got screenshots of it too, where there was 2 teams of 2, and we were on this gigantic plot of soil that had to be excavated. Whoa!
My game crashed. Yay.
And that's all right. We're about to end the stream anyways. And it worked out really
Alarm
well.
looking good.
It was really close. It was close games. But I just want to practice it some more and just establish an esports scene for Construction Simulator.
The concrete mixers at they still at the construction sites?
I think there's one at the gravel plant and one at the construction site.
'Cause I know we're missing 2. We got everything else lined up nicely.
Yeah. Miller, man, thank you for joining. It was so good to have your expertise here.
Like I said, this kind of
No
sucks that we have these here. And these are the bins I'm talking about.
Yeah,
They
another
sit
person
here
was
and we
asking about
can't
those as
use
well. Someone, I don't know if it was a new player or someone who bought the game recently, was like, can we load in these? And someone
Yeah,
had to
you
sadly
can't.
say no.
Yeah, I would love to have the ability to store dirt or materials.
Yeah, that'd
in
be pretty
here.
cool. That'd be pretty cool. I'd like to see that. You know, even if they had to put some kind of a mesh here on the ground that allows you to dump, because a lot of times it just says you're not allowed to dump here.
Well, yeah.
All right, we got everything.
Well,
we got everyone.
You can come over here and back
Oh,
in.
we're
And,
missing 1 cement
Right.
truck. 'Cause I think Overseek's bringing it.
Okay. Yeah, I can see. There it is. So that is it, guys. That's it for me. Thank you guys for joining. And we'll see you guys in the next one for
problem.
sure. Sorry, Kevin.
it's alright.
And next game, I think I'll have 8 players. We'll see how it goes. I didn't realize that today was going to be so popular. I was really just expecting 4 players at the most, and that's why I just wanted to do really quick, small jobs. But I want to thank Miller. I want to thank Mado. I want to thank Knight Rider for joining us today. Prime Hat always. Kevin. And
Yeah, you know what, the other
Dominic
thing
for
that'd be
joining as
nice
well.
is if we could actually go beyond, you know, unlike how we have to do it with the current version we have, to go beyond 4, but we could actually go up to 12 or a bigger.
And be able to
capacitor.
actually sustain that.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. Overseek, thank you so much for joining, buddy. I think that's
I
everyone.
don't think their netcode doesn't seem to suffer
Yep.
too bad.
Right.
No.
No, we did
doesn't
pretty
suffer
well
at
on
all.
this. So we'll see. I do want to do like one. I want to try at least before the new game comes out, like a week before release. We'll have one game on here where I open it up to 24 players, and my goal is to get the developers to join the game as well, and then all of you guys here from the Discord, the main players join, and we'll just do like a screenshot and a parade around the town, like a one farewell. Nothing crazy that's going to cause the game to crash too hard, because I think even just having 24 players is going to be a lot. So we'll see how it goes.
I don't think it'll be as bad as you think, because
No?
you know we've had how many in the servers before?
I think the most that we've had is 10 or 12.
Yeah, and it didn't show any signs of issues.